Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on the time you're watching this video. Today I kind of feel some type of way. So this video, like you probably, from the title or the thumbnail, you might already be able to tell this is about, the Ochanya case, and I sincerely felt and I am still very heartbroken about what happened to her. It's quite unfortunate. I It feels like I don't even exactly know. Please pardon me in case this thing is shaking. Please, feels like I don't exactly have the right words, but it is quite unfortunate. No child, nobody at all, no human being, especially a child, deserves to go through that. Deserves to go through what Ochaya went through. It's quite unfortunate that she's no more. Um, I think I would say Nigeria failed her. You, nine. I'm trying to choose my words. I'm trying to be very careful with my words, but I think I would say first of all, Nigeria failed her. I don't know if I should say humanity. I don't know if that would be correct. Humanity in the sense that like the people she trusted, you know, this is a little girl who wanted to go to school so bad. There was no school in her community. Imagine. That's where Nigeria comes in, where I say Nigeria failed her. And then, this trust, for her family members, of course, which should be normal. But eventually, that's where I now put the humanity. So, pardon me, I'm not generalizing. I do not believe that men, and that's one of the reasons I'm coming out here because this is beginning to look like some, I don't know. I've heard some people say, oh, men are evil, men are terrible people, men are this, men are that. I beg to differ. That is not true. That is not true. If you are of that school of thought, I know, I believe that you know that there are good men out there. You know that it is not all men. I mean, a woman was also involved in this because I want to believe that you cannot tell me that her auntie did not know about this thing. Like at least even if it was like 0.05%, I believe she kind of had an idea of what was going on. But I mean, I had to go and watch the interview on Pulse Nigeria, Pulse TV, something like that. And from the testimony of the girl's parents, they said when they went there that um when they confronted the guy's parents or whatever, that the woman said it only happened once, that it was the son that raped the girl, and they how did she say it, they talked about it and they prayed. And imagine, just imagine. So that is also so this is me trying to address those people who say, oh, men are evil, men are, that's a woman in the mix, right? So I do not believe that. I'm coming here to say, one of the things I'm coming here to say is that this is not a gender-based issue. The fight is not against any gender. The fight should be against the act. I'm sorry, I think this thing is shaking. The fight should be, or the fight is against the act of, sexually violating anybody, whether a child, an adult, but especially children. Nobody deserves to go through that. And mind you, I hope you know there are boy children, or the boy child also goes through these things. There are men who defile boys, women who defile boys as well. So this is not a fight against any gender. This is a fight against the act of sexually assaulting people. It makes no sense. If you cannot control your body, there are people out there who do these things for money, even though I don't endorse that. But if you must, please. And as an adult, if you notice anything around your neighborhood, please be a safe space for people, especially children. Please, these people are these kids are vulnerable. So let them see you as a safe. Like if I tell this person this thing, they will not shout at me. They will not say I should shut up. They will not say, oh, don't tell anybody. Please, even if you don't know what to do, that you don't know how to help them, try to involve the right authorities. This is 2025. There's everything. I feel like everything is available on the internet. Involve people, involve the right people, so that these victims can get help, so that they can get healing from, all of this trauma and whatever. Be a safe space for people, and you too don't do it. The sad story or the sad reality is the fact that among everybody that is, leaving a comment under maybe any post or any video that has to do with this, sadly there are people there that also have this kind of act inside of them. Yes, because okay, who are the people that are doing it? Mind you, these cases are like water, like these things that is just the little, percentage of people who come out to talk about it that we know of, right? So please, if the tendency is inside of you, believe God, trust God to help you to kill it. Trust God to help you. See, we all have a part to play in this thing, this issue. So don't keep quiet. God forbid bad thing, but it could be you tomorrow. It could be your child. It could be. See, you can never be overprotective, especially of children. I remember, so this, I saw this thing, I saw it for the first time some days ago. So I came across a post about it on somebody's WhatsApp status. And, I started to now dig deep. I was watching videos, reading posts about it. I wanted to know what exactly was going on. So when I read up on it and, discovered, oh, this was what was going on. And I remembered some time ago, about like 10 years or thereabout ago, back in secondary school. So there was this time something happened where I schooled. It was a complex. We have like several schools in that complex. So there was this particular school, they were renovating it at the time. So they had to move the students of that school to the building of my school. So there was this girl, she lived in my neighborhood, by the way, like in my house, my neighborhood. So I used to see her in school. So I don't know. Now I can probably say the Holy Spirit, because I've, grown to know the Lord for myself by the grace of God. I have a walk with God, and now I can say maybe the Holy Spirit. But that time it felt like there was something inside of me. Like there was this particular day I saw her in school and something just did not sit right. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't tell. Till today, I can't even tell what it was, but I just felt like there was a problem. I tried to like push it away, but there's this thing I believe, I think I would say is a gift that God blessed me with. So I couldn't deal with that thing I was feeling. So what I just did was I just kind of moved. So she's way younger than I am. I just see her in the neighborhood. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't talk to her. She too, she just sees me. We just, oh, hello, bye, that kind of thing. So, and then she's like my way, like junior. I was in senior secondary school. She was in junior secondary school. So, that day, I just walked up to her. I'm like, oh, hi, what's up, blah, 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 blah. So I just engaged her. We just started talking. Then, like I said, now I can say the Holy Spirit. It just felt like something was leading me and directing me. Ask her this, ask her that. So I asked her certain questions, and lo and behold, we arrived at a juncture. She was being molested. By who? Maybe I think, yeah, I think I would say her stepfather, because her parents were not married or were not together at the time, and her mom was whether not married or maybe dating one other man. So almost every day or every other day, this man will come and touch her, do things to her. And I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, like that thing felt like there's this hatred I have for anything like this particular topic. I have a special hatred for it. Even me, I did not know I could do that, but I did not keep quiet. Of course, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know the right things to do. Okay, yeah, I didn't know exactly what to do, but the right thing, what I knew I could do at that time was I involved a teacher from my own school, one of the teachers, a very amazing woman, by the way. Thankfully, I think I would say that was Holy Spirit again leading me to the right person. She was like, oh my God, okay, that she was going to involve the right authorities and all of that, all of that, all of that. She handled it. To be honest with you, I can't say how that ended. The girl was very, very scared. She was like, oh, we should not, her mommy would this, they will kill her, blah, 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 blah. I was like, nobody will kill you, you know. And I to think that personally, I don't even really have mind like that. So I don't even know what gave me courage. I think I'll say that was the Lord. So what am I narrating all of this for? When I came across this Otania's case some days ago, to be very honest, when I remembered what I just narrated, I was very proud of myself. I was like, oh, at that very young age, like at least I could think that I could do this, right? You know. And now I said all of this to say that we all have a part to play. You see those your neighbor's children, sometimes even the parents can be like, ah no, is it not brother, this person. I remember my neighbors then where we used to live. You see the little children, they'll be running. Tick, 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 tick. One was running that day. She was about maybe like 8 years or so. I was like, where you go? Come here. In the cool of the evening, like maybe 5:36 p.m. There was nobody outside, like in the compound. I was like, where are you going to? She was like, oh, brother, so person sent me to buy bread. I'm like, eh? Sent you to buy waiting. Come back here, sister. So like, ah no, my daddy say I can go. You know all these children. My daddy say I can go to message for people. My daddy say Shebi is is our neighbor. Ha. So I'm saying this: if you're a parent, please don't overly trust people. Yes, I know that yes, you know there are good people out there, but and we should do good for people. But don't over please, oh, especially these children who are vulnerable. You're not always there with them. When they come back from school, you're not always at home with them. You don't know what is happening. At the end of the day, the brother will not say, oh, take this sweet. I buy you this biscuit and go. That's how it starts. I pray that I know ultimate protection is from the Lord, and I pray that God would protect us and protect our children, both boys and girls. Both boys and girls. Boys are also suffering from these things. They just cannot talk. You know, they say, you're a man, don't cry. Ha. That's what is killing some of us. So the boys cannot talk. Maybe there's an auntie, one sister who has touched him in ways she shouldn't, or one uncle has touched him in ways he shouldn't, and they cannot talk. They'll just close their mouth. Some of them have told them, if you talk, I'll kill you. Please ask your children questions. That your sister's child, that your brother's child, that your niece, that your neighbor. Engage them. What happened today? Did this, did that? And give your children sex education. Please, please.